Hello. It's packed. How's it going, guys? You guys enjoying the show so far? Call of Duty XP, it's awesome. Welcome to the Voices of Call of Duty. I'm Keith Aram. I'm the talent director from the Call of Duty series, and I am just completely honored to be sitting here on stage with these amazing performers here. I came on board on Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1, 3, did Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and we just are wrapping up Modern Warfare 3 right now. And what you see on this stage is some of the most incredible talent from the game series. So we're gonna talk to you a little bit about what we did, and we want to hear from you guys and have you guys just ask us some questions and talk to us if we can hear you, and make some noise and bring some people in here, because with as many people as there are out here, we want to see some more people in here, get some more questions going. So let me start the introductions on this end here. On the end here, we have the infamous Billy Murray. This is Captain Price. And Billy has been a just an amazing actor who comes here from England. We actually had to make very special arrangements to get him onto the franchise. On Modern Warfare 1, we actually flew over to record him there, and after that we said, screw that, we're bringing you here. And now we don't let him out of the country until he's done with the game. And actually we just finished last night on Modern Warfare 3. So, fantastic. Next to him, this is Troy Baker. Troy Baker has been on almost all of the Call of Duties.
I thought you were going to say drugs. He's been almost all of the drugs.
Troy has amazing history in the game industry, does voices and motion capture. He's on the new BioShock game. He's the new Arkham City game, Final Fantasy. Good friend, amazing performer, and gets killed about at least 50 times as different characters in Modern Warfare.
I've screamed RPG a lot. That they laughed harder when in my head with that one. There
He gets online and plays multiplayer, and he says,
"Enemy UAV online,"
and everyone's like, hey, "You kind of sound like that."
Sounds
good.
just like the guy, because it is. We can do that. No, you can't. But this guy.
So this is Nolan North.
Woo!
And if you don't know who Nolan North is, this is Nathan Drake from Uncharted. But we like to know, we know him much better as Richtofen from Zombies.
I would do Richtofen, but I can't hear anything up here. I can't hear anything.
We have James Burns here from Black Ops. James is Frank Woods in Black Ops. Transformers, Cold Case, numerous television shows, films, amazing. And also did a lot of the performance capture for Black Ops, which was a great opportunity. I got to meet him both on the stage and then in the voiceover studio, and had a great time when we spent many weeks screaming.
Too many weeks.
Many months. Fantastic performance. So our next friend here, who is texting away on stage.
Rooker, pay attention.
Michael Rooker. Someone who I don't think needs much of it.
Thank you, good to be here. No, you do it for me.
Michael says, thank you, it's good to be here.
He's talking through a proxy today. If you haven't seen
He says,
the
ha,
new,
ha, ha, ha.
not only obviously his amazing history as Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, which is where I first saw Michael, but also Merle Dixon in the Walking Dead series, which amazing if you haven't seen it. But most importantly, the most badass zombie killer in Call of the Dead, playing himself. That's right. And I don't think there's been an announcement about this.
Right on.
He says, right on.
And our last guest here is a very good friend of mine, and someone who I don't think anyone At least you guys tell me if there's been an announcement about this, but I think this is the first time that we're going to be making this announcement. William Fichtner, star of Modern Warfare 3. And Bill and I have been having a blast blowing out his vocal cords for weeks and weeks and weeks. I think everyone on this stage is smiling, but they all hate me and they say nasty things about me behind my back. We do kill these actors for this game, and I think it's all worth it. Guys, so we're going to just start fielding some questions and start talking. I'm going to throw out a handful, and we're going to share some mics with you guys. So if you guys want to ask some questions in about 20 or so minutes, we'll have you guys start lining up, and we'll take some questions.
I want to know if Rooker wore his glasses when he was recording.
We can't hear shit.
You can't hear anything. Did you wear your glasses when yelling? I love those glasses.
You like the glasses?
I love the glasses.
All right. Everybody's under 18 here, right?
Yes, this is an 18 and
under
over.
18? Fuck yeah.
There it is.
So talking about the performances in the game, so everyone here has extensive background in stage, television, film, and so I just wanted to ask you guys, what's it like? I mean, obviously from our perspective, when we're working on a video game, we're seeing you guys in the voice booth or on the motion capture stage, but it's a much different experience than if you're on set. You don't have the same reference, you don't have other people necessarily to work off of when you're in the voiceover booth. You're in this little, small, quiet room and you're having to scream your guts out and act like you're running around. So I just want to get your experiences of what it's like working in doing voiceover for games and specifically on the Call of Duty series.
Who's first?
Troy.
All right. I've prepared a statement. It's interesting, especially with a game like Call of Duty, because it's not about giving this huge. I mean, there's great cutscenes, especially if you play the single player or the campaign mode. But for a lot of the multiplayer people, it's not about giving this dramatic performance. It's about giving a realistic performance. And so it's really hard when you're in this 6 foot by 12 foot space, completely having to create this world around you where your friend just died and his arm flew past your face and you got a Jeep that's exploding overhead. And being, because I'm a gamer, I'm a nerd, so having that kind of perspective helps me, because I know what it's like to throw a grenade. Not really, but in a game I do. So you really have to kind of put yourself in this crazy place, and it's all about just making sure you're part of the environment. Your voice and what you're saying is just as important as something that's exploding. So to me, it's just more than anything, it's about just being a part of the world that the player's in.
And I think what's cool is that a lot of times, a lot of these guys actually get to do their motion capture and their performance as part of that. So for James, when you were having that experience, had you done any games before you did Black Ops?
No. Actually, this is the very first exposure to video games at all. I never even played a game before this. My experience with the performance part is that when we did our voice work, it was only the battle channel, because I did all the scenes we did with Sergeant Frank Woods are done in performance capture. Basically, we captured face, voice, and the body all at once, just like we did in the movie. So I didn't have to work as hard as these guys did to actually create that reality. I just had actors around me, and we actually get to carry weapons and use a box of the Jeep or something. But going in the booth, this guy here saved my ass every day, because he you get like 5 levels of intensity, and he started me off with 1s, and we jumped to the 5s, and I get about maybe 15, 20 lines out, and he goes, okay, back off, slow down, because it's all high intensity, and you're like, check your fire! You do that for an hour, and it destroys your voice, so we
created an intensity scale on Call of Duty, because the problem is if you start reading a line that's supposed to be a stealth line and you start screaming it and then you've just wrecked your voice on reading a line that you didn't need to, we wanted to sort of have a way to sort of predict that. So we came up with this little intensity scale, and we had it on 5. You'd be pleased to know that we've taken it down to 1 to 4 now. And so as Bill and Billy can both tell you, over the past several months, we kind of filter our scripts and we look ahead and everyone scans a script, and anytime anyone sees a number 4 on the
We
screen,
cry.
like, oh shit, we got a 4. That's it. And everyone just say, we're going to skip the 4s today and we're going to start with stealth, and we work our way up. So yeah, so that's sort of the way it goes in the booth. So let me ask you, so then from moving to doing motion capture and working together as a cast, then as we started to do other elements for doing, for zombies, for example, so Michael, then you started to come on working with other celebrities and playing yourself. And what I think we were talking about backstage a little bit earlier is it's kind of rare for people to actually play themselves in video games. You know, we haven't, most of the time you're playing a character, but in Call of the Dead, you're playing you. What was that like?
It was okay.
What did you have for breakfast?
What?
Do you like eggs?
I have croissants and a coffee.
Color? Favorite color?
It was good. I like green.
Michael Rooker, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what? I got to tell you, I'll second the conversation you're having with the whole scale thing. I've been doing that for years. As you know, my voice is already trashed, and so I can't be screaming and yelling for more than 5 minutes at a time. Otherwise, it goes away. And so what I would do is I told the ADR director, the voiceover director person, we'll cut out all the yelling and screaming until the very last, and I'll do all the other shit first. And then for Call of the Dead, we did, I think there were over 385 lines, and probably a third of those were yelling and screaming and all that kind of stuff. So if I had to intersperse those yelling and screaming lines throughout the piece, I would have been trashed, you know, the first day. So.
And I guess to give everyone kind of a perspective, if you look at like a television show, an average television half-hour series has about 400 lines of dialogue, and like a full feature, a motion picture screenplay is going to have about 1,500 lines of dialogue. Something like The Dark Knight's going to be like 2,000, 2,500 lines, but a big film is going to be maybe 2,000 lines of dialogue.
Yeah, I got to tell you, 380 lines written.
And that's
but
just...
once I get my ass going, I'm like doing 3, 4, 5 different versions of the same line. And by the time we're halfway through with the day, if I had all the screaming shit, if I had done that, I would have been gone. I would have been wasted. So. And
by the time we add in 80, 90, 100 characters and all the soldiers, the last, I think on Black Ops, we were pushing 25, almost 30,000 lines of dialogue. We're at about 41,000 lines of dialogue on Modern Warfare 3 right now. So managing that much content, we record over a year, and we're on the motion capture stage, we're in the voiceover booth.
Yeah, next time I'm asking for more money. It's harder than I thought.
Wait, you got paid? What the hell's that about?
You're supposed to love this.
Well, yeah, no, we got paid very well.
So I want to ask my friend Bill here on the end. So we can't give away too many spoilers about Modern Warfare 3. I think we gave away a big one just now by you being here on this stage, which I'm very grateful for. Character, I don't know if I'm even going to say the character's name, but a very prominent character, one of the lead characters, and spent how many days did we do this?
So we don't even say the guy's name?
We're going to tease them.
We're going to teach them.
We're going to tease them.
We're going to tease them.
We're going to tease them. The game comes out on the 8th of November.
That's a beautiful thing. I guess everybody's really excited about this game, huh? Yeah. Well, you should be, because I got to tell you something. I've seen a lot of it putting this together, and it is cool. And just to go back to what Keith was saying a minute ago about the 1 to 4 scale, they hide the number 4 lines from you. You win there, they're up on the board, and they're like, put it away, put it away. It's a 2.5, it's a 1. I like the 1 lines. I can't even tell you when they come out, but there are places where they're necessary. A little louder?
A little louder.
You should hear me when I get home right now. I'm like, honey, can I have a Diet Coke? It's affected my life. It's great. You know, getting back to your original question that you started with Troy over there about working on something like this, I've found that the direction, I got to give it to you here, buddy. The direction is what helps you, because you can see parts of the game. You can see what the journey is going to be at a certain